Boom, we're recording.
Aye.
Smashing. Something About Haggis podcast, number 21, 22.
21, I think. Maybe.
Whatever.
Perchance.
It's another episode of Something About Haggis podcast. Deep Cog and Banjo.
Hey.
Is this halfway through? No, my maths is off, isn't it?
What are you on about halfway through?
This is kind of how we literally just said
Almost halfway through,
Halfway through what?
like the year, but it's not.
January,
It's
bro.
January.
No, I mean like a year since we've been doing the podcast, but it's not.
No.
Episode 26 would be halfway.
I realise that now.
Maths, right?
Yeah, geography too.
Not your strong suit, is it?
No, I can hate it. Man.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Where did I start? I fucked up, man. I've got a date today, and the lassie. I'm still trying to get this right. The lassie stays in Ayr, which is near Prestwick.
Aye.
Right?
Yes.
Right. So then I've got a date with her at 3 o'clock, and really sweet lassie, wee blonde thing, fucking hot as fuck. And got to meet her. We got to go in for a coffee and then bowling. And then I thought I'd chance it and fucking there's
That was his first mistake.
Problems have occurred.
there's this lassie, this other lassie. She wanted to see me, so I was like, oh fuck it, Ken, I'll see you today. Because I thought like the first lassie stayed in Ayr and the second lassie stays in Prestwick. So 20-minute drive or something for either way. So I was like, fuck it, I can do both here. Like finish the first date, blast it through to Prestwick,
Sean the stud.
and then have the second date. And then the lassie messaged me because I was like, oh, what do you want to do in that? And I was like, do I just get a coffee? And she was like, oh, it's a really long way for a coffee. And I was like, it's not really though, is it? Like, so
It is.
I fucking.
She was right.
She was like, she was like, do you want me to take you to the zoo? I was like, fucking right. I was like, you've got a zoo there? She was like, aye, the inn in Blackpool. And I was like, alright, okay, sound. How far away is that? She was like, oh, 40-minute drive or something. I was like, oh, fucking hell, nice one. It's like, I got my geography wrong.
She didn't actually say Prestwick.
No, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I looked on a Tinder profile and it said Prestwick, but it was the first lassie's Tinder profile. It wasn't the second lassie's.
And you got them mixed up.
I got them mixed up. And the
And
lassie
where
stays,
does she say? The one that was going to take you to the zoo?
she stays in Preston.
40 minutes from Blackpool. So, just for clarity's sake, 3.5 hour drive from Prestwick or Ayr to Preston.
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye. You can't do both in a day.
So how far would I be travelling in total? For here to Ayr or Prestwick? And then Prestwick to
About 300 mile.
Preston,
And then
Blackpool,
back.
sorry. And then back here.
300
Mm.
mile.
What, Edinburgh's
About
100 mile.
about 4.
So it's so it's
400?
like
About 4.
Edinburgh and
It's
Blackpool.
200 to Ayr.
Aye.
It's
Is it?
200 for Ayr to Blackpool. And then you're kind of like meeting at a halfway point, so you've got an hour up the road, which is
Aye.
say 80 mile.
Aye. Kicking theirs out.
Shit.
200 down. And then your guy to say what? It's probably about 100 back.
Mm-hmm.
My poor car can't handle
Aye.
Mate, I didn't think your car was going to get us to Dumfries yesterday.
that. No. Nah, I took a couple of lassies to Dumfries.
That was good yesterday as well. In the car. Whenever I turn right, I skid a bit. My tyres aren't great. The brakes didn't really work.
The exhaust is blown.
The exhaust is
The
blown.
headlights
I'm sitting in the
He'd like
back
to-
seat, and every time he fucking brakes, like the entire fucking back of the seat is just
that.
pulling forward, and he's like, well, why did you not just clip it in then? And I'm like, what the fuck do you think I've been trying to do for the past 20 mile?
No, it's when you opened the door to the car and then moved the front seat forward to get in the back, looked in the footwell at the back, and there was a tomato like a McDonald's
I don't like
burger
tomatoes,
that was
man.
just mouldy sitting on the fucking footwell of the car.
I didn't like tomatoes, so I just thought I'd throw it in the footwell rather than out the window or in a bin.
I think it just fell out the box. But either way, I cleaned it out yesterday. I took a group of lassies to Dumfries, and I got fucked over there.
Did
too.
did you get the shite off the ceiling?
No, I never actually.
It did look like shite
It
on the
did look
ceiling,
like
like
shite.
it had
I
been
think it was a
smeared in.
lassie's footprint. But I don't know.
Were you shouting on our feet? You know what I mean? Like, it definitely looked like shit.
Walked through the park barefoot. And then got in the car.
I was sitting at Tesco's, man. I was speaking to my pal Ben, and I looked right, and I was like, I can smell something off. Ken, when you get that
That's your car.
mouldy fucking...
Aye.
I was like, there's something dead in here. Like,
It's not quite a new car smell you've got going on.
Nah. I cleaned the car out, dropped a couple of lassies off to Dumfries, and then went out not drinking. First time ever. I was the driver. I felt wrecked, man. 60p a drink.
That sugar really got to me.
Lemonade all night. Pissed fucking 12 times. And, But folk are...
60p for a lemonade. What was it like in a half glass?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Sometimes I was mixing it up. Sometimes you're like
got
a
a
pint
pint
of
every now and
lemonade.
again.
Pint in that. Pwah. But nah, fucking...
Wee bit of Vimto in there.
Dropped some of these lassies off yesterday. Kissed Jen and them. And she ended up... I can't say that because then it'll make it obvious. Something happened and that, so I've panned her off. She was messaging me. She's like, oh, my, he's fucked.
Events transpired, and now she hates me.
No. No, like, she did something. And I was like, not interested in America, and you're a fucking mug. So,
She must be if you're saying that. Fuck it.
So I stopped speaking to her.
Must be a serious piece of work.
I seen her fucking hell on her eyes, like, man. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. So,
Ignorant.
I went and slept with...
Kissed the lassie, made the poor lassie cry after getting off with her.
She was sleazing, But, no.
You've got a fucking cheek. She was sleazing.
I know.
Fucking hell.
This piece of shit.
So then I was like, fuck it, man. I'm fucking not tied down, so I'll go. And then I shagged somebody last night. And,
In your car.
mm-hmm. And I pulled another Stranraer.
I pulled another Stranraer.
But I was...
What episode was it? Was that episode 1?
That was early doors.
That was
man.
episode 1 or 2.
I'm still
So-
speaking of that lassie.
No, I think it was episode 1, I'm pretty sure.
So Banjo decided that he'd pull out, come in his hand.
No.
And
Wipe it on the
and
car
wipe
seat.
it on the car.
No.
And then had the cheek to be like, I want to get this validated. Like that.
No, she was like, I'm not sleeping with you. I was like, that's fine in that, because, like, she hates me. she literally fucking hates me. So I was taking her
Okay, now
home,
she feels.
and she was like, I'm not sleeping with you, because I know what you're like. And I was like, no, it's sound, Ken. I'm not looking for you to sleep with me. And we pulled up outside our house and that, and I was shagging her. And halfway through, mid-stroke, went too deep, too hard, and she moaned and was like, oh, too hard. And the minute she moaned, man, I was like, oh, fuck. Pulled out, man, came in my hand, I was like, fuck. And I was like, what, half a fag? And she was like, we can carry on. I was like, no, I'm alright. Like, and Ken, just,
No, I'm sound.
I think I hurt you there, so
She definitely listens to this.
Aye.
let it rest. Oh, fuck, aye. Oh, she
Neil,
will take, and then she'll realise.
Don't you fucking dare take this out.
Shout out to you, Hen. But, you don't know who it is, so it's alright.
Aye.
I wish I did.
Nah, man, she's stunning, like, stunning. Cracking wee body on her. But, nah, fucking... I had to wipe it in the back seat. Whilst I was fucking half in this bag, man. Well, she never even wanted the other half, but anyway. So.
Your car's as chatty as fuck.
It is.
Well,
I cleaned it.
It's getting worse than the VXR.
No,
and that's
I
saying
cleaned it
something.
out now. There's nothing. Not a speck of fucking rubbish. I just need
just
Hoover.
a fucking big ass pile of dry cum at the end of the seat.
Shite
That's
on the
why.
roof.
That's why I sat on his fucking jacket all the way to Dumfries and back. I wasn't sitting on that seat.
No chance.
I'm not wanting fucking riddled
So, what
or
else?
pregnant.
A lassie fucked me across the bar last night too. Wrecked. Northern Ireland lassie. Near Belfast.
When you say fucked you across the bar, she wasn't even mounting you on the bar.
No.
No, like...
She
She's
threw
getting
you
pegged.
across the bar.
She threw me across the bar. Like, this lassie was like half the height of me, man, and she
Right,
was
steady.
wild.
She wasn't 4.
She wasn't a dwarf. You know what I mean?
She literally fucked me, like, fucking... I went for him. I had to apologise to every cunt because I fucking knocked them out, and it was awful.
I tell you, he's a bastard when that happens. When you're in a when you're on a night out and it's dead busy, and then somebody bumps into you, and it's just dominoes.
Aye.
You're like, fuck.
You need to apologise to them, and it makes
See,
you.
that got me
fucking
kicked
wrecked.
out of Hive the other night. I was because in Hive, the dance floor's like to your left, and you're walking like across the like walkway bit to like get outside, but there's steps like down to the dance floor bit, the main dance area.
Right.
I was walking out as people were walking in, like I was going for a fag, and this guy like nudged into me that was gassed, and then I nudged into the bouncer that was stood at the top of the steps, and then like he kind of went down a couple of steps. I was like, "Oh, sorry, man," and he's like, "No, get out." And I was like, "Mate, he nudged into me," and he's like, "I didn't give a fuck. You nudged into me," and I was like, "You're fucking being a dick."
I would do that.
Fuck you. So I called him a cunt and left. But
So it was only hive till 3 rather than hive till 5.
it wasn't even 3. I think I'd been there about an hour.
8:30.
No, you didn't get a hive that early, man. God. That was the key thing about Edinburgh. You didn't get out till like 12:30.
Aye.
You just sit in the flat, get gassed, get out like 12:30 of 2.5 hours. Because more than that in the club is just.
Unless you're drinking with Connie McQuaker, in which case you didn't get it.
Aye.
Drinking the flat and she gans it.
Aye. It's fucking Jesus, man. Because being in a hive more than like 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see them hive till 5 nights when it gets to 4:30 and it's just the dregs left and you're like, Jesus Christ.
You're still sitting there, so you are the dregs.
Aye.
I know.
Okay, no, I was gassed.
It's not
Looked
good
at
for
my
your
phone
self-esteem.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, what am I still doing here? This was a long time ago now.
What's
like,
it called? What's it called when you fin a lassie just to fucking...
Last minute goal.
Is that just a wee self-esteem booster? Just like the
Well, a last minute goal is like
bottom of the barrel.
the pub or whatever's shutting.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you'll do.
You do
last
that
minute
outside,
goal.
like...
Aye.
Hey, shout out to them lassies. That's
Aye.
what keeps this country going. I'm
It's
not
got to
joking.
have to know that we've left the fucking EU, mate. Brexit. We're all going to have to pull together. No. Aye. Good times.
I had fun yesterday, man. I liked that gaming thing. I don't know if anybody else went to it, but
It seemed like there
it
a
was
few
good.
folk there.
I'd liked it. I went to it like last night, when
Aye.
they were like projecting on the side of like the
Aye.
Santander Bank and stuff, man. It was good.
Oh, slept with that lassie with that something about Haggis t-shirt on. Representing.
Nice.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, were you still wearing it last night when you went out?
All right.
I never went home.
I thought you meant she hudging
Aye.
and was wearing it, and I
what?
was like, so you're shagging fans. The only female fan we've got
I
because
was
we're
wearing it.
misogynistic pieces of shit.
Misogynistic and vulgar. That's what Bubba told me. Yenny or Yenny's female pals tell him.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
No, I was fucking... No.
So you were representing all day yesterday?
Representing, mate. Aye.
I was too calm.
Aye. By the time this comes out, we should say, we're recording this like...
Don't say fuck.
week and a half... Well, we're recording it early because I'm going on
Did you
holiday
wait-
next weekend.
Away to Dortmund next
Aye.
weekend.
So it'll be... I don't even
Congratulations,
know when this
Jamie.
will
Hope you had a nice stag do.
be. Doubt. But... So you were wearing your t-shirt all day yesterday.
Balls deep, mate. Aye.
Fucking
and
hell,
then
man.
I had
even in the venue.
Had somebody even come up to me and be like, "Oh, I'm looking for a new podcast," and that. I was like, "I'm your man."
That was in game.
I know it doesn't. It counts, like, doesn't it? So
We left him playing VR in battle stations.
yeah,
He was sitting fair chuff with his cell.
felt
And
like
then
a fucking pilot.
you should have seen the fucking balancing act me and Hog had trying to get out that tiny wee room without you realising it, without touching you.
I nearly fell on you like 3 times.
You just about wiped out the computer.
It would have been bitch if I crashed at the same time, man. I would have fucking freaked out.
No, it was
It was-
quite good in Dumfries.
I enjoyed it, man.
Aye.
I'd like to see it getting like...
You
bigger, like, doing it
promised
like
me
an
the
annual
pub.
thing.
You
No,
said
you
we
made
didn't.
this
no.
up.
You said I was like about drinking, and you're like, "Well, we're going to Dumfries, obviously." I was like, "Alright, sound then." So
Aye, that's why. See, when we were sorting this out, and I was like, "Are we driving or are we getting the bus?"
And I was
then
like,
you
"I'll
were like,
drive."
"You were driving," and I was like, "Well, if he's driving, he's not drinking."
I'm not going to fucking get the bus there to then drink to then fucking get the bus back. I'll drive there, drink, and then leave my car.
Well, you should have said.
Fuck yous, man.
Oh,
Plus,
did?
you were a fucking hour and a half late anyway. So then he come
I
the
know.
cunt, right? I phoned him
We
yesterday.
made it, man. The bit never even fucking opened till late at night. Oh,
Mate.
everything started at 6.
Mate, when I phoned you yesterday, right, at fucking 11 o'clock, because we were like, we'll go on at
I
12.
phoned you.
Aye, I was about to phone you, that's what I'm saying.
Aye,
It was
sure
2
you were.
minutes to 11. He's like, phone me like at 11 o'clock. No bother.
It's 10 o'clock.
I get a
10
phone
o'clock.
call off of him at 2 minutes to 11, and he's like, "Oh, you were supposed to fucking phone me, man." And I was like, "I was just about to." He's, "Oh, I thought we were going at 11. No, didn't check the group chat. We're going at 12. Cool. Oh, I was supposed to get up at 9. I set my alarm. How did you not phone me? I'm like, if you were supposed to get up at 9, what difference would it have made me phoning you at fucking 11? Try to call me a dick for it. Oh, I had things to do. And then he rocks in an hour and a half late anyway.
Aye. What was
sitting here at 1:30 waiting on him.
What was it? Was it last week? You kept on phoning him to get him up.
Aye, 6 times.
Oh no, I was when we had Andrew on.
Aye, Thursday.
Aye,
Phone was on silent.
went to keep on phoning, and it got to the point where
His
his mum heard it from the living room and went, "Would you get up and answer that fucking phone?" I want to have Mama Banjo on the podcast.
No chance. No fucking.
I think she would. She liked the wee
Your dad would.
thingy.
I'm done with
Your dad would be up for it.
it. Dad would.
I think we should like.
Aye, they liked the wee art thing that we did.
I know, aye. But I'm hoping they didn't release that car thing and they listen to it.
It's
Is it?
It's in a pod.
It's
Wait,
in a
which one?
podcast for like 2
no,
months
it's in a
ago.
pod. Ken the in with a pit in the back window.
Aye, it's in a podcast.
Aye, no, they're not going to listen to an hour and a half.
Alright.
Nice.
Talk about supporting that.
I'll go clip it and send it to me, and I'll send it to your father.
I've got it clipped already. I just need to figure out how I'm doing it.
Oh.
'Cause it's like 12 minutes long. That's the best. Like, it can't come much further down.
You could get like a wee video camera and do it with like a wee Lego car.
And maybe like some stop motion type shit.
Aye.
But that's
Bubba was good at that. Did you see that? Like, he
Aye.
done it with what was it? He done it with tea bags,
No.
and it was like he tell like wee stories with the tea bags with like freeze frame photos and that, and like the scissors was like a big evil thing trying
Aye.
to kill them.
It's a fucking time consuming mess.
Aye.
Is the problem. That's why there's not been made out, because I was looking at some of the comments in that in the art one that we did,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, you should do more of these and that," and I was like, "I would, but it takes a lot of time."
Aye. It's not a 20-minute thing.
No, it's like shit. And then if I
5,
want to do
6
like
hours.
the animation and that, like the shitty one that I did the first time that was like 20 seconds, even
Mhm.
that takes even longer.
Aye.
So then when you do like a 2-3 minute clip, that's like a lot of fucking work
Mm-hmm.
for working 40-hour weeks and then
Aye.
recording this as well and
You need to
editing
get
this
yourself
as
into
well.
a fucking 4-day week, like
That's I really want to get into a 4-day week.
I am.
Tuesday to Friday.
I would rather have Monday to Thursday.
That's what I work.
You
like.
struggle with a Monday though.
I'll just
Tuesday.
have it off. 3-day week.
Just have a 3-day week.
No, like I really would, but I didn't see them let me at GBM getting into a 4-day week. Like.
No.
But I would definitely take 32 hours if I could get
Man,
it
I
somewhere.
love it. Like, it makes no difference to your wage.
I can. Because, like, see, when I have a day off, I only lose it in about 40 quid,
Mhm.
50 quid, something like that. After tax and all that shit comes off.
I get an extra £30 because we've went down to a 4-day week, and you get that as like a subsidised or whatever it is.
You any jobs gone?
The bits. Oh, I can't even say it. No.
No, didn't.
No.
No.
I don't know. I
When's
want
like-
a job that I'm off of shifts. Like, if I was off shifts, I would have more time because when you work shifts, you're tired all the time. And I'm like, and it's hard to get into a rhythm.
The space
rhythm.
between work, like before work day, man, it's short as fuck. Like, you're
Aye.
waking up, man.
Like, on
Fuck off.
early shift, I can do a bit more, but back shift, it's just I get like 3 hours in the morning and like an hour at night. And but when I'm not doing an 8-hour shift, getting in at 11 o'clock and then sitting and fucking animating for 2 hours. It's just not going to
Nah.
happen.
I watch TV for another like 2
Aye,
hours.
that's like when I get in for work,
Mm.
I have a shower and then I'm like make a cuppa and I'm on YouTube or like
Aye.
watching a TV show or doing something like that.
You
like,
just kind of let your brain go numb for
Aye.
an hour before bed.
exactly.
I need time to wind down after. Like, I can't
Aye.
just jump straight into bed.
But no, it's just a bastard. I've been looking for other jobs, but there's not really much.
No.
It's a bastard. Like round here, it's on nursing and fucking
Mm-hmm.
social work and all that stuff.
It's all the elf folk in it.
It is, man. But I'll keep looking, see if I can get something.
Well, hopefully we should have more guests coming up as well.
Aye,
I'm really excited about this episode with Andrew, actually.
aye. I've not listened to it back yet. I'll do it today.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good episode, man.
Aye.
But
I
well,
never listened to that
we'll find
last
out because
time.
it'll be the week before. It'll be a week before this shit guns out. So I could be sitting here looking like a right dick, but I don't think I will.
No, I think it was
I had
good.
fun, man. I like it. I love it.
It was different. That was the thing.
Aye.
Like we were talking about it afterwards, and it makes a big difference having guests on
Yeah.
because the conversation's not just the same with the three of us. Like,
Aye.
it's a different point of view. I thought it
Mhm.
was really good. Like I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. We're gonna
Andrew
get,
was really good with it as well. Like
he
wasn't
seemed to
even
quite
nervous
enjoy
or
himself.
fuck all.
Like,
He was
aye.
like, aye, he had a good time. So
I will definitely get him back on, man. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Nice.
We'll get young Smug on, I know, for the fire
Yeah.
station. We'll get you in sorted for him to come on. And obviously, I spoke to Tam for Battle Station yesterday
Aye.
at the game thing. And we're going to get him on and on. He's totally up for doing it. So,
we'll need to get fucking Craig on at some point too.
aye.
It's a nightmare, man. We've been trying for 21 weeks.
not more
More than
because
that.
it was like
For the
even in the
tests as
tests and
well.
stuff.
It was a lot. June,
Mm-hmm.
or something. We got all the gear together. We've been
Mhm.
trying to get him up here. He came up once and sat outside for
It stood
an hour.
outside the door for an hour.
Fucking dick, man.
Because what were we talking about?
Assassin's
Creed.
Creed, And he's like, oh no, I just thought I'd give you feedback. And we're like, we didn't need your fucking feedback. We need your input. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus.
Because I was texting him, like, where the fuck are you? He's like, oh, I'm stood outside the door. And then you can hear me going, are you having a fucking laugh? And he stood outside, oh, pardon me, stood outside that door. So, oh, well, I didn't want to interrupt you in that. And I'm like, we're waiting for you.
Aye.
Fucking idiot. Some fucking boy.
Any news stories of the week?
I seen
Loads, mate. Hunters.
Pamela
I'm
Anderson.
hoping. I'm actually hoping that Tam, after speaking to Tam, we can speak to some other folk that were doing that the charity thing yesterday and get kind of more involved with them and stuff as well.
Fuck yeah.
Charity thing.
That was the whole point of the game thing. Is what it was for mental health
is it?
charities, wasn't it?
All right. Were you making out that I was fucking special?
Aye.
Is that where that was coming from? Because you were like,
No, I wasn't it.
is that what it was?
I was just like, because you were sitting playing that VR and we were like,
Come
we
on,
left
son.
you. And it was funny. And then you were sitting playing that, what was it called?
That diving thing.
Abzu.
It's a diving puzzle game, and Banjo's sitting there trying to play on keyboard and mouse and just totally fucking it.
Aye.
And I was like, oh, son,
I seen
press
that on
spacebar.
PS4.
And he kept like, whenever Tam was like, oh, press spacebar, Banjo had to stop, look at the keyboard, and then press the spacebar. And I was like, he's a bit of a win. Like.
That's why any games that we've tried to get you to play, we
Aye.
have to put them on a controller.
It was that fucking dickhead man what was walking past. And I was fucking sparking a fag. And he was like, hey, that'll stunt your growth, that.
That was
I was
just
like,
some
what the
random
fuck,
guy.
man?
That was great.
It was good, man. I'd like to have seen it all last night, man, when it was all
Aye.
kid doing like the dance thing and like the projector
Yeah.
and that, like I say. Because I think they were going to be playing Just Dance last night on the kind of,
That'd have been good.
I don't know what
play
you would
that
call it,
with
the main
Macy's.
stage at the mid steeple.
On the fucking, what's that wee?
The Wii.
No, it's not the Wii, it's the other thing.
The Wii U.
The Switch.
Aye,
Switch.
that's it. I play it with that, man.
Aye.
Getting like
Just
fucking fourth in the
Dance.
world and shit on the wee world things. Kicking ass, man.
Cool.
I've got that Ring Fit. I've not tried it yet though. But apparently, like the workout for it's actually you'll get a sweat on, like. So I'm gonna get a bash.
Emma's sausages.
Not the
smell
day,
well.
obviously.
Smell them like.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Think she would cook
Fucking this dick texted me this morning or phoning me. Is it alright if I do like a load of washing and that at your bit? Have you got a tumble dryer? You couldn't iron them for me, no? Could you? If I bring my stuff in, then like, can I just get like sorted out?
Is that why you phoned me back?
No, I never meant to.
Oh, right, I
I
was
hung
gonna
up
say.
and then I laid my head back down and I was like, what the fuck's that ringing? I was like, oh fuck.
Aye.
And then I phoned you. I still need a shower in that.
Just to ruin my fucking mornings.
because I'm stinking.
Well, I didn't know why I say anything, but yeah.
I know. I don't know what it is, man.
Just a
Shame.
chlamydia.
It's your fucking. It is shame. Shame and vulgarity leaking out of every fucking pore.
I love it. Oh, I thrive in it.
I was really close to buying that Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition.
£250.
Aye. And I kind of wanted to doom you in and also I could get the helmet.
Aye.
Just so I could, literally, so that if we ever do video game stuff and we have a webcam, I can just sit there with a Doom helmet on with a microphone kind of tucked up into it. Because I'd love that. I'm devastated that Cyberpunk's moved to September.
Aye.
See the headphones I bought?
Uh-huh.
See when you're playing on the PS4 and that, and I was playing away COD and fucking... They speak in the left ear.
Right.
But like with my normal headphones, they did that too, and I thought it was just fucked. So that's why I bought them. But you speak to folk and you can hear them in your left ear.
Have you got them plugged in properly?
Aye. It just doesn't play. It doesn't.
Would you get game audio on the right?
I think so. Aye.
Game audio should be in both, but so
Well,
should
game
the
audio's
speaking.
I'll
on the TV. I think.
I can show you with them headphones I've got after.
Aye.
Thingy.
Aye.
Can I change settings and shit on that?
Probably, aye.
Right. No, because it was just weird. I was like, this is fucking.
No, you can have it set so that it plays like game audio through both, but you only hear party chat like
Right.
in your log. In your log. Even.
Mm.
I'd rather just hear bass in both ears.
That's what I have mine set at. Like,
Aye.
it's good, man.
I like the headphones though.
Imagine paying £30 for a pair of headphones you didn't even need them.
No, well,
That'd be
I
shite,
do
wouldn't it?
because my lions are kind of fucking shit. It was just a wee.
I just use my heat. I would till I got them. I was just using my.
That's what I use. Like
I just
the
use my
wee
phone
ones.
headphones,
That's what I do.
and they're fine.
I don't know.
You didn't like.
I've
It's
seen
not
the
the same
price
for
of your headphones, man.
the
Fuck
game
that.
audio and stuff, but it never made. I'm not at a level where it's making any sort of fucking difference to my life. You know what I mean? If I was playing like keyboard and mouse or like I was more used to PC games, I maybe would. But nah.
Keyboard and mouse is the way forward.
I get the piss ripped at me when I got on PS4. Like, Ken, like,
May winner.
I'm not surprised.
Ken, like, the
All
game,
the 12-year-olds calling
I
you a
know
dickhead.
why. Saying that they shag my mum and that. I'm like, there's no need for this. Like, I'm
That's
just,
the classic.
just trying to have a game. Like, Ken, I've got nothing to say to them.
Who's saying no, mate? It wasn't it. It was your dad.
I was like, oh, okay. And then I just try and kill them. I look for them in the game.
And then they kill you.
Vendetta.
And then teabag you. And then you feel like a piece of shit.
The best clip I've ever seen of somebody doing that was, it was like Call of Duty or Battlefield or something, and some guy was a sniper camping on a hill. The guy runs up behind him, opens his, like, reads his gamer tag, opens the dashboard, sends him a message on the dashboard like, haha, fuck you, you're dead. And then sits and waits for the guy to open it, and he sees him, he turns around and then just shoots him in the head.
It's good, man. I didn't get how folk are that good at, like, especially with Battlefield, because normally folk are like you can hear folk coming a lot easier with Battlefield and that, and folk are just like walking a bit behind them, and like there's yins in Call of Duty where they'll plant a claymore because the guy's lying sniping, so they'll plant a claymore and then shoot behind him, so the guy turns around and gets blown up with the claymore. I love it.
Good shit.
I like doing the animation kills on the new Call of Duty. Like if you hold in like melee, it'll do like a full animation. So like the lassie that I play as, she gets like a hatchet. I just rams it up like the fucking.
Is that what you
inside of
do?
her
You
jaw.
hold it in.
That's how you get the animation kills.
Right.
Rather than just tapping it, it's a quick knife.
Ken, what I do on it? Ken infected.
Suits you.
Ken, when they're all hiding, man, I run up to them and fucking spray them with the spray paint, like bright red and that, man. They gone fucking mental. They get raging about it, like. It's just like traffic cones running about and that. Every cunt's raging, swearing at me, didn't Mike? I'm like, man.
I used to like playing
is great.
Infected and it was on all game modes. I've not tried it on the unions. Like
I want that
Gun game
prop
was
hunt
good.
to
That
be
was
on
my
it. Like.
favourite.
I like gun game.
Oh no, I'm shy at that, man.
I play on CSGO quite a lot. Like if I want to play a shooter, I play CSGO and I play gun game.
I like gun game on the new COD as well. It's good.
Have you seen Ken that? What is it? The gunfight where it's like 3v3,
3v3, 2v2, and 1v1s.
Well, they're doing an update. The new is you get to pick your own class and do it. So that's pretty good. Like, kind of usually get given these certain guns.
Oh right, aye.
So you get to pick your own class.
10v10 domination. That I don't know what I don't know if that's on the normal maps or if that's on like the ground war maps. The ground war maps are more like kind of battlefield.
I get like 3 kills on them.
I like Ground War. Ground War was what I used to play all the time when I played COD.
Rough as fuck, like they're massive, man.
I've not bought a COD game since like
Shipment's some fucking bullshit.
Oh no, man, I love it.
See if you can get tucked in at shipment and you just sit there with a fucking LMG.
you just sit on the spawn.
Aye,
Like because there's so few spawns.
Aye,
and
you could just sit on the fucking the 2 bits, man. You back your cell into the corner and folk just spawn right in front of you. So you're just like, it's fucking great.
I get a Sentry in that, man. Set it up and it's fucking sound like. But I know it's fucking.
There were some good maps back in the day.
Well, you get like 40 kills, but about 80 deaths.
Aye, if you're shite.
Aye.
Still kicking ass though.
You can still get nukes in the new COD.
I know, aye.
You've got to get 30 kills without using any kill streaks, though.
Oh, is it? Is that what that is?
It's 30 kills only with weapons or grenades. Syrian.
Think she'd make me a sausage?
No. She doesn't like you, man.
She does. She does. She does. Can I go and ask her?
No,
because I'm starving. Like
we're fucking recording, mate.
I know, but
he's already doing your fucking washing for you.
I know.
Aye, fair enough.
Doing your washing, getting you somewhere fucking showered and that. Why did you not just get up and get showered at your bit?
Man, I couldn't even fucking. I've had like 2 hours sleep.
That's no excuse.
Worth
mate.
it. Worth it. So I'm gonna have shit chat when I meet this lassie time and I die.
Well, why break the habit of a lifetime?
Okay.
I tell her I was gonna go meet this other lassie after you, but turns out she stays in fucking Preston, no Prestwick.
I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I'm interested to see. So I keep asking about the podcast, and I'm like, nope, sorry. There's no fucking way in hell.
Just wear your t-shirt while you're out in Glasgow, then that'll be good advertising.
I had to delete some of the stuff in my Facebook. I'll hide it for them. Sorry. So. In case if they've seen it, and then I had to apologise for the state of my Facebook. I'm like, just ignore that Christmas picture. Like, that's fucking just a joke within a tune. It's just like, alright, it's fine in that.
No. Kamaru Usman v Jorge Masvidal.
I still don't believe it, man.
I
still
told you
don't believe
lie.
it.
I'll. That's a staying up fight.
International Fight Week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even get who's on. I don't
That's
know
a
if the card's
fight.
been.
I need Usman to win this. I need him.
Usman will. I'd back Usman.
Aye.
I would.
I
Usman's
can't
a
wait
tank.
till it gets to fight night, and then we're all like, I know. I think Usman
Jorge.
could have the edge here. So Banjo's like, nah, I think Jorge's got to knock him out in 6 seconds with a flying knee. And you're like, nah, it's not going to happen.
Nah, Usman's got this, man. I'm fucking hope he does. I hope he does.
Usman hits you like a fucking train.
Big lad, like.
Aye.
Big.
He's a beefy boy.
No, there's a few good cards coming up, other than the one that's the next one, which is February 9th, which is the John Jones card. It needs help, that card.
Aye.
'Cause John Jones versus Reyes does fuck all for anybody. But the March card, Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero.
Oh.
Romero.
Weili Zhang versus Ioana Jędrzejczyk for the women's strawweight
Nice.
title. Robert Whittaker versus Cannonier. That's a good fight.
That
too.
Robert Whittaker's apparently like just
Neil Magny's fighting
he's
on that
putting in
card.
fucking work. Like,
Aye.
like I think he's went to train. I think I seen it earlier on. It was he's
Past
away.
his prime, man.
He's like training with somebody away in Thailand, and he's like he's not going on the internet. He's not phoning folk. He's nothing. He's
Like
just there
Jorge
and
did.
he's just training. Aye.
Jorge fucked off for a while.
That'll be a fight. And then 249, I don't know if we talked about it, but Rose Namajunas
Oh man, she is
got
back.
added
Like, I
to the
love her.
card, the Khabib card against Jessica Andrade.
She's my favourite lassie. Like,
Rose is a
mhm.
beast.
Thug Rose.
mate. She's
Mhm.
back. I thought she was just done.
retired, man.
Yeah.
Aye.
She was done.
No, there was talk about it because like when the last, obviously her last fight, she got slammed on her
But she
neck.
was fucking that lassie.
Aye,
up.
she
Aye, she was.
Absolutely
But-
destroying her, and then she got fucking.
Aye, but how many fights have you ever seen where like somebody's winning, but then they lose the fight?
Aye.
Like that's just it's just how it is.
Yeah.
It was what, Derek Lewis versus Volkov.
Aye, 5 rounds.
3 rounds. It was 3.
Aye, 3 rounds. Sorry,
The 3
of
rounds.
Volkov smashing fuck at him and him just looking for wild haymakers,
Aye.
and he fun you him with like 15 seconds to go.
He threw a fucking head kick with like 5 seconds left, and you're like, bruh, what you doing? And then he just got starched.
He got fucking annihilated.
But
Because that's when he had that interview like, why'd you take your shorts off? Because my balls was hot.
Is that the guy who's like, I'm gonna sit my black ass down and do some cardio?
Aye.
Oh man, he's fucking class. Like, have you seen these?
his Instagram's legit.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
Derek Lewis Instagram is legit as fuck.
I seen the way he celebrates, man. That's class. Like,
Aye.
he just fucking slams his cell down, and then I don't know what it is. And it's weird. Like,
Cheers for that description.
He just throws his cell down and it's weird.
he just no, but then he like slithers his cell. Like, I don't know.
I did that all the time. Slither myself.
Had my brother. Well, I was out on Friday night, man, and I was saying to my brother was saying to me, he was saying about the worm or something. I was like, I can do the fucking worm, no bother. So I done it at the side of the dance floor, and I was like, I've done it.
Fucking lad.
Show me you doing it. And it took about fucking 10, 15 minutes to convince him to do it. I was like, just get right across the dance floor and do the worm. Fuck it, go for it. And then he fucking done it, and he was kind of lying on the flare, and I was like, bet you can't do the salmon. And he just started fucking thinking himself across the dance floor. He had me in
Fuck's sake.
fucking stitches, man. He's sitting at the side of the stage, like when he went up for a round, he got like, kind of like the big plastic trays you used to get, like
Aye.
at scale and that. There's loads of them sitting, because every time they went for a round, they'd get it on a tray and that. And he's bringing them out, and the band started playing songs, and they were sitting next to the stage. So he's got you know the 3 of the trays sitting in front of him, and then my mum was like, don't you fucking dare to him. And he picked up, the trays and started smashing fucking it off the stage, like, going along with the beat of the drum, and she's fucking slapping fuck at him. And then she hurt her pinky. So he took
Karma.
that as a, oh well, can't he hurt me now? And just started doing it right in front of her. She was fucking fuming with him. He was funny as fuck, mate. He was cracking me right up, like, oh, I love it. He's a big fan of the show as well.
Aye.
He watches
You had
it
a shout out.
he watch it every week religiously.
No, he doesn't.
Not anymore. Why have you not got a shout out now?
You were telling us yesterday.
I know you were really excited about the shout out you were getting.
I can't remember what it was. I can't remember
right.
what it is. but-
Check your phone.
No, my phone's dead.
Oh well.
Oh,
Maybe,
well.
I'll do it next week, man. I'll fucking message. 'Cause
Maybe
I know it's for a boy, but I didn't want to get it wrong. Like, because he's fucking sent me something, and I'll give you a shout out for that. Like, so he's got a Twitch thing, but I don't know. I don't think him.
All right,
Aye.
no bother.
you
So,
can't remember what his Twitch is called.
No,
I didn't ken Limmy was doing Twitch.
No, he's been doing it for a while.
It's funny as fuck. He was sitting, it popped up on my Facebook yesterday, and it was like his son just wanders in and is like, "You've been playing your game for ages. You've spent half the day on that. It's time to get a wee bit of fresh air." And like, he's like, "This is my job. My job is playing games. See, when you're Aller, your dad will get it. When you want to be a streamer, and he'll get it. He'll understand." And he's like, "Get off your PC, Dad." And then he eventually is like, I'm not going to be able to finish this, but I think he was playing like SimCity or something like that. And he's like, I don't think I'll be able to finish that today. I think that's us done for the day then, boys. And then the thing he's off because his son's whinging like, fuck him. Limmy's funny as fuck, man. I love him. He's not got a show anymore. I like Limmy's show. It was funny as fuck.
They don't seem to hang around that long, like the like comedy bit shows.
No.
Sketch shows. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know if it's like they just move on to other stuff.
I mean, I think that's what happened with Chewing the Fat, because they took two of the characters they made in Chewing the Fat
and put them into Still Game.
Jack and Victor.
I like Chewing the Fat. No,
Chewing the Fat was great.
Karen Dunbar, man, she's funny as fuck. Because she was at Still Game Live. Mind I said she was at Still Game Live, and the bit fucking erupted, like, because everybody obviously recognised her for Chewing the Fat and for other stuff she done. Because she does the panto all the time. Every Christmas she's always in like the main kind of panto in Glasgow. It was Aladdin we seen her in, and she played a member of the audience that was getting themselves into the show in the panto. It was weird. Like they were like, "Oh, we need somebody to play this character," and then obviously she's mic'd up and she's like, "I'll do it, thin, fucking no bother," and she's like this wee old fucking crabbit woman that's like kind of half wrecking it for everybody else, but she's just loving it. And the whole thing is like Jack and Victor are meant to meet God because they've already met Jesus, and they're like, "Oh, I'll take the form of somebody you can," and it's Methadone Mick. So it like spins round, and all you hear is and the bit gans fucking mental, and they're like, "Oh, this is God," and it turns around and it's Karen Dunbar, and she had to wait like a good 15-20 seconds to actually say her line because the bit was fucking mental. It was great, man. I really enjoyed it, and they kind of gave a bit of context to like the final episode, and they were like, so the whole point was like, we died up that hill, kind of thing, like that's why we faded away, that's where we died, we never came back down off that hill. And then they had set up like a wee video camera, like the two skeletons like dressed like Jack and Victor sitting on the top of the fucking hill, and then a dog wandering up and pissing on them, and then somebody got over them with their bikes and everything, and they're like, "Oh no, oh that's my good shoes," and that's fucking, it was brilliant, man. I really enjoyed it.
Jesus.
Fucking great. Fucking Tam and Winston are going to hell, and so the devil takes the form of Stevie the Bookie. It's good, man. I love it.
So the coronavirus.
So the coronavirus, mate.
Coronavirus, fucking first case in the UK. 2 cases.
2 cases, bro.
I've seen a thing. It was like the first case of coronavirus in the UK, in Northern Ireland. Turned out the guy was just hungover. Excellent.
You worried about a Banjo?
Oh, fuck, man, I hope it kills me. Like,
I think it's only like dangerous to elderly people that already have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah,
they're the ones that are dying.
Yeah, it seems to be making like what they've already got a lot worse.
Yeah, but
they fucking wanna though. Them cunts are eating like live bats and everything.
Some YouTuber ate a live bat this week and got shit for it.
They fucking wanna.
Oh no, I don't think it was live. Sorry, I think it was dead. But she like ripped up a bat and ate it. And I didn't watch the video, but everybody was like, "Mate, you're doing this," and there's a fucking strong chance that these bats caused the fucking coronavirus, and you're just being a fucking dick.
Got to do it for the likes, mate.
14,000 people have been infected. More than 300 people have died from the outbreak so far. It's getting quite ridiculous, like, considering what, 2 weeks ago when we were talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be 3 weeks when this comes out. It was like 2,000 folk.
Mm-hmm. You see how quickly they built the fucking hospital?
2 days, man.
What, built a hospital in 2 days?
Built a hospital in like 2-3 days.
Mate, it takes something fucking
China.
about a year to fix a pothole here. Like,
no, they don't fucking about in China.
Well, normally, like if you're looking like, say, like a building site here, there's like, say, Yin Big Digger. They had like 20 of them. They just cleared the fucking bit and went, right, get it up.
Let's go. It was volunteers in that as well.
Why the fuck are they letting them into the UK? Like, let they folk back with knowing that they have it?
No, they quarantined them for 2 weeks.
They quarantined them.
Fuck that, man. Didn't let them in.
No, that's not how it works.
They're
man.
British.
So fuck them. They
It's
went over there.
safer for them to be here if they're not infected than just leave them over there.
I think
So they quarantine them for 2
They are
weeks.
infected though.
Some of them are, some aren't they?
No, it said the 2 of them were.
Aye, but there was more than 2 that came back. It was a
Was
flight
it?
with 83 folk on it.
Don't let them in, man. Fuck it.
The 11 Britons are on a French flight due to land in Marseille at 12:30.
Because I seen that
But
like
then
they
there
were
was-
on like 3 or 4 coaches or something.
Yeah,
and
I
they
think
got
it
like
was-
police escorted to the hospital to be quarantined.
They will then be taken back to Arrow Park Hospital on the Wirral, joining 83 others who were also evacuated from Wuhan and are spending 2 weeks in quarantine.
Aye.
So no, they're quarantined off. And the 2 cases I think they've caught, but they're contacting like people they were in close contact with and be
Aye.
like, have you got these symptoms and that, mate?
Aye.
Maybe why you come in. They'll have it under control, man. I wouldn't worry about it, like. But it's fucking mad. Thank fucking non Wuhan, mate.
Okay.
That'd be shite. Or you just guys sit on your fucking phone?
I'm looking for stories.
May I do this before we start?
Ken.
I was actually flicking through Tinders.
This is what I've got to deal with.
I've got a fucking short attention span, man. Leave me alone.
Use your phone.
No, I'm alright.
It's been confiscated. You'll get it back. You'll get it back at the end of class.
Fucking
What was the other thing I
Jesus.
was going to talk about? There was fucking something else, man. Aye, Brexit.
That's it.
Do you
Done.
celebrate, mate?
Mate, I've no idea what's happening. I didn't even care we were leaving yesterday. Like,
It was Friday we left. But
I
alright.
feel the same. Like, I don't
It's been
feel.
going on for what?
I don't
3
feel
years?
any
4
different.
years?
Aye. What did you think was going to happen?
No,
How did you
I
think you were going to
just
feel any different?
felt
Was there any like street parties or any of that shit around here?
Don't think so.
Because there was folk celebrating in like fucking London and all that shit.
Oh, there was folk protesting in Dumfries.
Aye, there was folk.
Whole
Well, I think that
problem.
was independence more than
I think it was independent.
because it was all Scotland flags and shit like that. But apparently, one of the largest what was it? Scotland's second largest trade union is backing a second.
a second independence
Yeah.
referendum.
Unison backs call for a second independence referendum. The Scotland's largest trade union has back calls. A meeting of Unison Scottish Council has voted in favour of Indie Ref 2 at a time to be determined by the Scottish Parliament.
Can they just be like, nah, you're not getting it?
Aye, that's what's happening. Because Nicola Sturgeon has reiterated her desire for another vote. Like, she's wanting to do it this year.
Aye.
But Boris Johnson's like, that's not happening. And then she kind of suggested that if they're not going to let us do it, we'll do it unofficially. Like, if they're not going to sanction it, we'll
Aye.
do it. And then it's not legally binding.
You
but if
use
you
that
win,
as a building block to you in that they'll
aye,
sanction.
well, if the thing is, if she does yin that's like unofficial, it's not legally binding, but say it comes out 55-45 yes, then Boris can't be like, oh no, you're not having a referendum because
You can't.
you're
Why,
like
why is
more
he
folk
saying
wanna
no?
leave.
Why can he not
Because-
just do what you want? Sound, fuck it. I
It's
don't
not
care.
good for like the UK if
Aye.
Scotland leaves. Get what I mean? That's
You
the
had
thing.
that whole like leave a light on for Scotland and shit.
Aye. So I don't know. I want yin because it's just become a shit show these days. But
Wow.
are you back on Tinder?
He's trying to
No.
show me that he's got fucking messages on Snapchat and that.
No, so if we do that other vote, like unofficially, and then it becomes up that we win it, then could Boris still turn around and be like, nah?
Well, something like this kind of happened in Catalonia, like in Spain,
Yeah.
where the Catalans were wanting to have a vote to become independent themselves because they're similar to Scotland in a lot of ways, where they have their own kind of government set
Aye.
up and shit like. Well, they did. I'm not sure now. I think they got taken away after they done this vote.
But
But Spain wouldn't give them like an official vote, so they were just like, "Let's fucking vote, let's do it." And then like Spain threw riot police and like it was protests in the street. Like they
Aye.
literally rolled the fucking army in
Aye.
and were like, "You're not doing this." And the guy that was in charge of Catalonia, I'm pretty sure, he got arrested and then like he got charged for fucking. I don't think it was treason, but it was really
it was
fucking.
halfway close to it.
It was up there. Like fuck you, son. And yeah, but to say that would happen here is a bit of a stretch. I don't know. Because can you imagine the fucking uproar? Like, I remember seeing the uproar in Barcelona when the riot police came in. Imagine like, Boris Johnson sent riot police into, like, Glasgow and Edinburgh. If this vote happened and it said yes, it would be a fucking riot.
I think folk are
Of
too lazy
major
to actual
proportions.
riot here.
I don't know, like...
I don't know. I think if that was happening,
I think if it was...
folk would suddenly feel
Aye.
very William Wallace.
If it was an unofficial vote that Scotland won, and then they rock and riot police.
Aye.
I think, especially in Glasgow, I think things get out of hand real fucking
Aye.
quick.
It's a bit like Glasgow and Edinburgh. It's got
Like round here,
pop off.
nobody's got to be like,
well,
like
they're
there'll
all
be
in their
a
70s.
fucking,
So.
aye, there'll be a demonstration in them freezing
Aye.
probably, but like in major city centres, it would be like, you fucking what, mate? Don't know, but we'll see.
Bit of laugh, eh?
I don't think it'll happen this year, but we'll see. But apparently there was some polls that would suggest that more people would vote yes now. But then polls are like not really reliable.
They're not that reliable.
Well, the folk that I've spoke to that voted no, they've turned around and be like, that was a mistake. I would vote.
But there's some folk that voted yes that would now say no. Okay, what I mean,
I think the big thing for a lot of folk is Europe, because Scotland.
A big part of the don't vote for the independence was you'll not get into the European Union then.
That's a big
and then we got
point.
fucking dragged out anyway. So you're a bit like,
and
I can see folks' point with that.
I think today, empathy for independent Scotland joining the EU, says Tusk. Former European Council President Donald Tusk says Brussels feels empathy towards independent Scotland joining the European Union. So Nicola Sturgeon has said if Scotland became independent, they'd want to join, like get full EU membership. And according to this guy who was running the show during like Brexit and that, there's a lot of folk, countries.
A lot of folk in support of it.
Because to get into the EU, every country has to say yes.
All right.
So, got to be unanimous.
Yeah.
I think that's why Turkey's not in yet, isn't it? Because there's a lot of folk who are like, you can fuck off.
But I think a lot I don't think Spain would say yes because of the Catalan thing. Yeah. Because like it would give more thingy to Catalonia to be like, well, Scotland left the UK and got back in. So why can't we leave Spain and still get in?
Like Catalonia would have a good chunk of, like they account for a good chunk of like Spain's overall economy compared to the size of it because they've got Barcelona and everything's in Catalan.
That's interesting, mate. It's politics and that. Turbulent all time.
Aye.
Is that all you've got on that? Aye?
I think so.
Aye, mate.
Mate, I didn't even ken Brexit was fucking hanging yesterday. Like.
It's Friday. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Aye.
Oh, I thought it was yesterday.
We were out on Friday. And that's all that was on the news. Like
all day. As if
this just in, we're just at this. We don't know how this has happened, but we're at, and you're like, well, obviously.
So if I
it's only 2 years late, but
if I want to get
a year late.
Year late. I think it was March we were supposed to leave.
Yeah.
Would I have to get a visa to fucking leave the UK?
Aye.
Not until the end of that. The thing is, we've left, but it's a transition. So like, because we're going to Dortmund next week, we don't need to get visas and shit sorted out until after the 31st of December. Because for the next year, like, you can still travel freely across Europe and people from Europe can travel freely here, as far as I understand it. In the next year, they're going to sort out, like, trade deals and all this shit. Or they're going to try. Apparently, they're being very fucking ambitious. We try to do it in a year.
Aye.
Apparently, these trade deals take years and years and years to sort out.
They can take 5 or 6 years, man.
And we're trying to... That's with, like, one country. And Boris and Tories are like...
We're doing it with the entire European Union.
We're doing it with every cunt in less than a year. And I'm like, seeing the way Brexit has went, no, we're not. So it's going to change a lot after the 31st of December, I think, depending on where how these deals play out and which ones are done. But
I don't know if
as far as I understand, you can travel through Europe for the next 12 months until the 31st of December of this year.
I don't know how can you extend the transitional period?
I think there is a way to extend, but I think... Oh shit, I seen it on the news. It was by some point in November, I think, was the last point that they can extend, I think, maybe.
If
you
didn't say by like the 21st of November,
it was something
you're not getting an extension.
I think it was November. I might be wrong. There was like a timeline thing on the BBC website where it was like, by this date, this will happen, and by this date, this will happen. And yeah. But I think it was sometime in November, and if we didn't request the extension and get it, and we don't have trade deals, after 31st of December, you're shit out of luck, mate.
Aye. You're up shit creek with a paddle.
Enjoy yourselves.
And there's a fucking hole in the boat.
Aye. But, no, we'll see. Brexit, though. Super fun. It's depressing as fuck.
Aye, that's really killed my vibe, that, actually, talking about that.
Who the fuck brought that up?
Fucking you, dick.
Ken, what I seen this week, mate? Well, I say this week when I was waiting on Dig to open the door outside.
I was at a chimney fire.
Fucking Pamela Anderson got married, didn't he, Ken? 12 days ago. Right? 12 days ago. Already split up with him.
Aye?
Apparently so. I can't mind where I seen it.
Would that be an annulment, or is that an annulment?
I don't know.
What's
I
that?
didn't care much about marriage, mate, I'll be honest
What's
with
the
you.
thing where it's like, no, your marriage meant fuck all, it's alright. We'll let
Yeah,
you
that's
do
an
it.
annulment.
Yeah, you've still got to get a judge to sign that off, though.
Yeah. Pamela Anderson splits from her movie producer husband, John Peters, after only 12 days of marriage, as the couple, quote, take some time to reevaluate. Don't know what that
How
means.
bad's that 12 days been?
The 52-year-old actress and the 74-year-old movie producer had only been married for 12 days. Anderson revealed the news in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter. The pair hadn't even had time to obtain a valid marriage certificate. So I didn't even think an annulment's a problem at that point. But
Oh, man.
no, she's age is showing.
Is it?
It's
But you look at other 50-year-olds, man, and they look banging.
she's the thing is she's like Botoxed and done all that shit and like
Aye, no, that's...
really I think once you get to a certain age and the Botox
She looks like, you know, the
Fuck
lasses
you.
was had acid chucked in her face.
Right,
Like,
steady
mate,
the
calm
fuck on.
well, no, that's...
I think the thing is too like see when because I think she was like, you know, the first ones to really get heavily plastic surgery.
Aye.
Like I can't imagine the process
It
was
wasn't
that
as
well
geek.
refined.
Nah.
Whereas now I imagine like if you get fired with Botox or all that shit,
Aye.
they're going to do a better, longer lasting.
It's night, man. The amount of lassies were just walking past and like the amount of shit they had on their lips, man.
It's them big.
Aye,
They all get the
like,
lip
come
filler
on,
thing.
Aye.
don't do that to
A lot of
yourself.
folk do that.
I'm like,
It fucks up the ratio of your face. Like,
that's it.
does, man.
Aye.
You've got a size to your face and you just look like a fucking baboon's ass, man.
It's a thing for lass. Like it is still a thing for guys, but I don't think it's as prevalent. Like what you look like does a lot
lassies
for you
care
when
a
you're a
lot
lassie.
more. Aye. Because you
So
get,
it is.
I feel like you get judged more as a lassie for.
Oh,
the
you
way
you
look.
definitely do.
Like, cause
Especially for pieces of shit like him.
no, because see
Yeah.
the thing is too, right? See if like
I don't
me,
discriminate. I'll shag anybody.
No, see if like me or Banjo or you rock up to do this and any of us looks an absolute neck. The other two didn't care.
Aye.
But see with lassies, when they see other lassies that look a neck, I feel like they're a bit more like, look at the fucking neck of that.
Aye.
Come on, I mean,
You say that to me all the time and I try.
mate, you've not even showered today.
I know. But I usually rock up looking fucking suited and booted, fine.
No, you didn't.
No, you
I
didn't.
did yesterday. And I was representing, so.
Because we were going out.
Aye, and I thought we were drinking and fucking.
So you made an effort because you thought there was alcohol involved.
Aye,
but
we're-
day to day, you
we're
just
playing
didn't give a
We were
fuck.
playing a game.
Aye.
We're
That's why I'm doing your
games.
washing. The
I
new
know,
free.
aye. Would that stain come out? Because I knew.
No, probably not.
No. It looks like you've shit up your back, mate. With that fucking stain.
I was at my tits, man. I was fucking sprinting down the street. I wanted to see if I could get fucking.
See if I could beat the car.
No, I had to be there and back under 5 minutes, and I got like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, but mate, I was hauling ass like I was fucking going.
Can
for
you
it.
run quite quick?
I'm fast, like I just can't run for long when I'm fast. So,
I used to be quite quick.
He's
at
not got a lot
running,
of weight to carry,
nah,
to be fair.
fuck.
He's like, what, 5 stone?
but,
Closer to the ground, man. Aerodynamic.
I think get bigger's better for sprinting these days, isn't it? They reckon. Because Usain Bolt was like, I think
Yeah.
before they thought smaller was better. Then
Mhm.
Bolt came along and was like, check this shit out.
It's all an angle of him
watch
running
me
them.
take one step to 5 of this, guys.
Aye.
Mm.
But sprinting's like a proper fucking science.
Mhm.
The way they break it down in that. Because I was watching one of the like BuzzFeed videos or whatever, where this guy's like, "Can I get better at sprinting using science and all this stuff?"
Mhm.
And they're like breaking it down. And he's like, "Your angle has to be this when you come off
It's
the
like
block,
45
and
Aye.
degrees.
your knees need to be like that, and your hips need to be this high off the ground. And when you lift your foot to run, it should only like be off the ground by that when it's coming back."
Aye.
What was it? Usain ran 100 meters.
Aye.
Right?
What was his record? 9.56.
9.5, aye.
His first 30 meters? He was still at a 45-degree angle running.
Yeah, because when you're sprinting, the first like 30 meters or whatever it is about driving to get up to speed. Because like when you see them run, you see they obviously start like bent
On the
over and
blocks,
crouched on the
aye.
blocks, and they'll keep their head down for a certain period of the time when they're building power, and then they straighten up as they move through the race.
Mm.
That's somebody they be like,
Mhm.
Do you know
you can build more power if you're like,
Do you know what they
down.
did at my school? Which I still think's cheating, man. See in like sports day or whatever, they gave all the fastest folks blocks to start off with. And like I was stuck there fucking just like on the brace position. Like there's no way I'm fucking winning this, man. They've got blocks and they're twice as quick as me anyway.
9.58 for the 100 meters and 200 meters. 19.19.
That's fucking.
That's
unreal,
madness.
man.
That's a joke.
But
His 200 is about my 100.
I didn't even. Well, I could probably run 200 meters in 19 seconds.
You think you can run 200 meter in 19
No,
seconds?
100 meters in 19 seconds.
Fucking
No bother, man. Fucking.
No, I could probably do 119 seconds. I think when I used
I
to
fucking hope so.
when I used to run at the high school and the primary school, I could do 100 in about 13 or 14,
Aye.
something like that. I used to be pretty quick.
I couldn't have cared, but I wouldn't know. I would just sneak around for a fag and that on the
Aye.
side.
That's what got me when I started drinking and
the smoking
fucking,
and drinking gets you, man.
See the bleep test in that, man. I was getting like 12 and stuff. Before,
See, the bleep
before
test is
smoking.
The bleep test is weird because some folk are like 12. That's the way I would do it with the levels. But then some folk are like, I'll go to level 87, and like because the way the actual piss
Oh,
works.
like
Aye.
bleep one,
So
that,
there
aye,
you
that
go,
doesn't count.
But fuck it, it was like they were like, oh, I done level 87 in that, and I'm like, what?
Nah.
But they like
No, you
count
didn't.
each
It's like
beep per-
12.5.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Aye.
But
It's been years since I've done a bleep test.
It's
I wouldn't know what I
horrible.
do in again.
horrible. Nah, fuck.
I think
I
the
would
last
spew.
bleep test I done was like 8.6 or.
You'd have done
9
aim for the
something.
fire, would you? Aye.
No, do you aim for the fire?
You'd have to aim for the police, I would imagine, and the ambulance probably as well.
But it's only 5
Not for
or
the
something
ambulance.
for the
Do you know for the
police and
ambulance?
shit.
Nah, the ambulance shit is like their fitness test is like it's a talk exercise way, and like so they'll just say like a 4-sentence like statement to you, and then you say it back to them, and you've to get like a certain percentage of accuracy right. Then you do a step test with like 5 kilo in each hand for like 2 minutes, and you just like follow like a metronome, so it's like beep beep
Aye.
beep, and you step like up down
Aye.
up, and just go with that for like 2 minutes. Then you do chest compressions on a thingy doll for 2 minutes. Put together an oxygen mask with a bottle of oxygen in that. And then you do 3 minutes with 15 kilo in each hand, and the
Aye.
same thing on like the step test to like just follow the beep, and then you do a talk back exercise, and that's it.
I think I would fuck
It's
up on
it's
the
actually
talk
it's a piece,
exercise.
it's quite easy actually.
Aye.
Like the talk thing's just like I don't know, crew needed at the park, 4 persons trapped in a car, no injuries, trap duty fallen tree, and then you just say that back to them.
No, I would fuck it.
No. Okay, you should definitely would.
No, I could do the fitness things, but shit like that, no chance.
The actual fitness say it's not that difficult. Like
Yeah.
it's just to show you like you can be carrying like like, and that's in fairness the weight isn't any way justified to like what you'll actually have to carry. It's the same with the fire. Like when we
Aye.
use like casualty dolls, you're like getting them out and you're like, holy fuck, like breathing out your hoop because you're doing like a BA job.
Aye.
They're only like 50 kilo casualties. How
Aye.
many folk do you ken that weigh 50 kilo? Well, apart for you, you're tiny.
Aye.
But they've got like 25, 30 and 50 kilos.
Aye.
And when you get a 50, you're like, oh fuck, devastated that you fun it.
Aye.
But realistically, you're looking made at like, say, 100 kilo.
Aye.
Kind of average for a person.
I'd say that's a bit on the heavy side. I'm only, 90?
I would say, oh, fucking hell. I was
Well,
gonna
say
70,
80.
80,
80 or,
would be
80 or
average
90.
something. I'm like, what? I can actually tell you.
Fat as fuck.
14, 15.
I need to figure out how height I am, how tall I
How
am.
high I am.
Honestly.
Same. Every day I'm wondering how high I am.
This lassie's 5'7.5", and I
She's
tell
taller
her,
than you.
I tell her I'm exactly the same.
I'm
No.
88 kilo, and that's 14 stone.
Aye.
My ideal weight's 70. Never gonna get there.
No, you're not.
Never. I would have to be on roids to get there.
You must be about, because Emma's 5'4", and you were a ball hair bigger than her yesterday.
She cannot be 5'4".
Why would she lie? She's got no skin in this game. She doesn't give a
She
fuck.
doesn't care. You're 5'5".
Mate, if I'm
You must
if
be
I'm
5'5".
5'5" and this lassie's rocking up 5'7.5", I'm gonna look like a fucking tool.
A Wayne.
Better put some big trainers on.
And she's a lot higher than me too. So
Aye. It's gotta look like her, she's taking her Wayne out for
Aye.
a coffee or that.
don't say that because I'll be thinking about that and I'll be oh no.
That's a wee shame.
Have you ever been out with a lassie that's bigger than you?
Fucking surely fuck he has. He's tiny.
Yen.
Do you find it weird? Because I
Aye.
mean, Dylan was
Aye.
like, I wouldn't do it. Dylan,
Yeah.
because
No.
like Dylan's like 5'6", I think, something like that, 5'7".
Maybe twice, once or twice. But nah, I don't like it.
Aye.
Don't like it, especially if they wear heels, man. Fuck that.
Already 2 inches bigger than you and she puts on another inch.
But you look like a right baller. Like, just
Yeah.
with a lassie fucking
It's taller than
long
you.
legs and like hot heels. Like, yes. But you just feel like a lane.
You're just sitting there playing with your Hot Wheels. Sorry,
No, it's weird, man.
I thought you said Prestwick and it's Preston you stay. You fucking balloon.
What are you doing?
It's a cable. Leave it alone.
It's tangled up.
Stop touching things.
I don't know, man. I'm fucking shiting myself. I'll be shiting myself on this drive up here, and I get nervous poops as well. Get really nervous and I need to poop.
Shit,
You're
on
a
the roof of
Wayne.
your ceiling.
You're
Aye.
actually a Wayne.
You don't get nervous poops.
No.
No.
I do.
I'm a fucking adult. You know what I mean?
I'm not 8 years old anymore. mate.
Aye.
No.
Were you bad for shit like that at the school? Like tests and that? You were just like nervous as fuck.
No, I didn't give a fuck at school. Like, I made fun of folk who
It
went for
shows.
nervous poops at school. I was like, man, what are they doing? See, since I left school, I get nervous poops.
All the time.
I get nervous walking into the shop, like,
Aye.
to buy something, man. Fuck that.
You get nervous yesterday walking about Dumfries and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Oh, well, like, Hog's got to get his hair cut. Like, where are we going?
Aye.
We're just
Because
going
he
to
was like, oh, we'll come and watch you get your hair cut. And I was like, why?
I wanted to watch, man.
It taken a while.
You get really awkward, like, in social situations. You
I
really
know,
do.
and I don't know why it is like.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's strange.
That would be my thoughts. Would just be because you're an
Charming
idiot.
and that, but I'm so antisocial.
I feel like it's... I don't know. Fucking hell. This audio today.
Thank fuck this didn't happen with Andrew. Like,
Mate, it's a fucking killer.
Uh,
I don't know what the fuck's going on with
what
it.
were we saying there?
Aye, so I can speak to lassies, but I struggle speaking to guys. Like, don't like speaking to guys.
Aye.
I don't know what it is. I can sit and chat away to a lassie, no bother.
Is it because you're not the alpha in the situation when you're talking
Don't know,
to a
it
guy?
could be.
Probably.
Beta as fuck.
But even if it was like a guy, which like smaller than me or whatever, again, I'd rather be speaking to a lassie and be in her company than a guy. Don't know what it is.
I think it's because you've got insecurities about your own masculinity.
Aye.
Mate, this is like the third time you've tried this shit. The third time. Man.
I want to get to the root of your problems.
Nah, man,
Mate, you didn't have
And
a
you've got-
degree for that.
Man, aye.
You've got a few.
You need a fucking properly certified therapist to figure that shit out.
No chance. Fuck that.
Did you see what's his name? Daryl Davis on Joe Rogan
No.
last week. He's a black guy from America, and he gets folk to leave the KKK.
Aye.
I like they give him
Hell.
like his robes and stuff, like their robes and everything.
Aye.
Aye. Like he's been doing it for like 20, 30 years, and he'll just like he's just he used to have what was he called? He was like the Grand Wizard of the KKK because they're all into like weird shit. And that.
Them jazzy names.
Aye, like the fucking County Dragon or whatever
Aye.
the fuck they're called. And he had the Grand Wizard of the KKK was like coming to his house for dinner and that. It got to the when he first met him, like they were in a hotel room and that, and this guy like it was just him and this woman that he was with, and he was like, I just want to have the conversation, and he didn't tell the guy that he was black.
Aye.
He just went, oh, my name, I think it's Daryl Davis. I'm sure that's his name.
Is this in the phone or something then? Obviously.
Aye, well, I know they phoned him up and like, oh, my name's Daryl Davis. I'd like to get an interview with you and just
Aye.
see what your thoughts are. Okay, and pick your brain a bit. Didn't he mention that he was black and he turned up in the hotel room, like with an armed guard with like a guy that's got obviously like an open carry permit, and, that. And they kind of looked at. He kind of walked in and was like, just looked at him as if they'd be like, "The fuck's going on here?" Like, and they like he was like, "Hi, my name's Daryl Davis," and he shook his hand and everything, and then he sat down and they were chatting away, and you could feel there was like a tenseness in the room apparently. And they had this kind of like
I can imagine it would be pretty tense.
Aye, well, they heard this like kind of half clatter kind of thing, and they both were like fucking on edge, and the guy went for his gun and everything. And it was the ice. They had a bucket of ice, and it had melted, and then something had collapsed. And because it was that tense, when the ice collapsed, they were like, "It's fucking gone off," and they were like just about to gun for each other kind of thing. And they realised it was the ice bucket, and they started laughing, and he was like. And then gradually we kept talking after that and stuff, and then he would like come to. I think he said that he would always go to his house. Was that? I can't mind if that's right. It was one of the other, like, Daryl always had to go either his bit or he always came to Daryl's bit. It was never the other way around. And he always had the armed guard with him. Like, any time he was there for that, he had the fucking armed guard with him, kind of thing. And then eventually, the armed guard just started just sitting in the living room and chatting away with, like, say, like his wife and that. And it's like that. I found that fucking mental. I got to the point like the armed guard stopped coming with him. He'd just come in like as if I was coming into your bit. The Grand Wizard of the fucking KKK
fucking hell.
was just turning up to this black guy's house for dinner and that, like, say, like every 6 weeks. They would have like once a month at least. They were like talking on the phone and chatting away, and then eventually phoned them and he was like, "I don't want to do this anymore. I can't." Totally turned his back on the KKK. He was like, "These guys are fucking idiots." Like. I was like so fucking wrong.
Fuck it up.
And all that kind of thing. And a big part of it was because a big part of what the KKK push is like the Bible and stuff. And his point was like, well, where in the Bible? What are you talking about in the Bible? Because the God that I know loves all. Like, are you saying you can either believe one or two things? God's perfect, and the Bible. What is it? God's perfect, and you're wrong. Or you're right, and God's not perfect. What one do you want to believe? And they're kind of like, oh, right.
Check,
and that kind of thingies them into the conversation. But like over the years, apparently there's like hundreds of them, and he's got a wardrobe filled with KKK robes, right up for like Grand Wizard to like fucking Master Dragon or whatever they're called, to like just joined with a fucking duvet sheet.
Do you think he could get away with fucking sneaking into one of their meetings just wearing that white robe and like just?
I thought he used to, after that guy, the guy wasn't Grand Wizard the whole time that he knew him, so he kept it secret that he had this black pal. Well, I say pal, I use that term very loosely, but it was only really the armed guard and him that knew about Daryl, kind of thing. But then when he became Grand Wizard, he would bring him to their rallies.
In the white.
No, just he would be just there in his normal clothes, and they're all sitting there like
they would think it's a fucking sacrifice.
They're all fucking hooded up with fucking everything, and he stood there and went, "Nobody gets fucking near him because this guy is a good God-fearing man. Nobody gets fucking near him," and they were all like, "All right, he's off limits." Like, and he would begin to like,
he's got some balls like.
Mate, he would begin to like KKK meetings and fucking like they'd be burning crosses and shit, and he's just standing there like, "Aye, so Ken." It's fresh.
What's going on in there?
Aye, like...
I wonder what they talk about there.
Mate, I don't know. How everybody's out to get them, probably. But, well, he was talking about a lot of the recruitment and stuff, is like, when they find it really easy in towns where, like, say a factory's shut down, and it's a predominantly, say, white kind of... Community, that's the word I'm looking for. And then they go, oh, well, they've just lost your job to this fucking coloured fella that you've never met before, or this black guy that's working for half the wage, or this immigrant. We want to reopen that factory. We want to get you your job back. Come and join the KKK. And then that's them. They're in. And it's. I think it started off with he never planned on doing that. He was always into music. I think was it a piano he played? Yeah, I think he played piano, and he was in this white bar. It wasn't like a whites only kind of bar, but it was just like black people didn't go there because like, they weren't welcome. And he played with this band like a few times, and the band before he joined had been there quite a lot. So they got in, play a show and that, and it's like half time at the show, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a drink and whatever." So he's sitting there having a drink, and this guy's like, "Man, I've never seen a black guy play the piano like you before. You played it like Jerry Lee Lewis." And he's like, "Yeah, but Jerry Lee Lewis played it like black folk. Like he got it as like a mix of like soul and jazz and all this." And he's like, "No, don't be stupid. That's not what happened." He's like, "I know Jerry Lee Lewis. He learned He learned from the same person, than the same people that I learned from." And then like the guy's like, "Oh, tell him what you did," and that, like, you know, his pals was with him, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm in the KKK." And he started laughing at him. He's like, "No, you're not. Folk aren't in the KKK." And he went into his wallet. He was a card-carrying member of the KKK.
Fucking hell, good cards.
And that's what sparked the whole thing. Because like he grew up. Was his dad like an ambassador or something? so they were always like overseas. So like when you walked into like his classroom and he was younger, and this was in like the 70s and 80s, but when he walked into his classroom, it was a mix of like every different shade of person in the world kind of thing, because it was all ambassadors and their Waynes and stuff. So like he happened to be black, and there would be like Asian folk and other black folk, white folk, Hispanics, whatever.
I don't understand that.
He never came across it. And it was a march when he was with the Boy Scouts. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is all nice and that," and it was like a parade thing, and he was marching with them, and he never it never crossed his mind that like he was the only black guy in the Boy Scouts. And there was a young group of folk that started like pelting him with like bricks and stones and everything, and he was like, "Fuck, these folk must just not like the Boy Scouts." Like that was genuine. That was his first thought, and he thought that he'd done something wrong. Like when he's fucking like the Den Master or whatever the fuck they're called, like the Scout leaders. They all thingied run him like fucking human shields to stop him getting pelted to fuck with stones and that. And they obviously tell his mum and dad like, "Oh, like he fell and whatever." And they were, "Oh, so how did you manage to fall over in that when you were on this parade?" And he's like, "I didn't fall. Folk were throwing bricks at me." And he's like, "I don't know what I'd done wrong. Like I don't know. They only threw them at me." And then that's when he had to have that conversation with like his mum when he was, I think he was 8 or 9.
Fuck that.
And they explained to him like what racism was and everything like that. It's
Fuck
fucking
that.
honestly, like listen to the podcast. It's fucking unbelievable. I seen him on. He was on Russell Howard's. What's it called? The Russell Howard Hour. He came on, but it was just like a 15-minute conversation with him, so you didn't really get like a big part of the story. But it's fucking what a fella. Like the amount of like, I could be wrong on the number, but I think he's got like over 200. KKK like outfits, robes. If you got it's fucking mental.
Jazzy.
It was cool. It was cool as fuck. Like listening to him actually talk and tell like the full story rather than just like a 10-minute thing on the Russell Howard thing. It was mental. And he was like, he said to Joe at the end, he's like, well, hopefully this will be like the first conversation of many and that. And he went, definitely, mate, I'll definitely be back on and stuff. It's good, man.
Fuck aye, man.
Bye. Check if anybody's listening to that. If you've not seen it already, if you listen to this, you'll prefer Joe Rogan. His conversation with fucking, I think he said his name was Daryl Davis. I'm sure that's what his name is. Let me double check it real quick. But it's weird just that this black guy ended up being pals with like a Grand Wizard of the KKK.
Madness, mate. You found any stories, Banjo?
No, this fucking.
No, he's on Tinder.
No, this lassie's messaging me trying to feed me fucking fish.
Can you get off of Tinder?
Yeah, Daryl Davis. DARYLDAVIS.
Banjo, get off of Tinder.
I'm not on Tinder, man. I'm just.
It was mental. Like I said, I put it on as like background noise, and then I stopped playing whatever I was playing and just sat and watched it. It was good, man. It was good fun. But anyway,
if you didn't get off Tinder in the next 30 seconds, we're done.
Tinder,
what are you doing then?
Snapchat. I was fucking.
I'm on Snapchat, not
Same
Tinder.
fucking thing.
It's not because I actually had to reply to somebody.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Was it life or death? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It was you trying to get a shag.
You were
off
trying to get
someone.
it right.
Is what it was.
It's not, man. It's trying to make fucking this lassie feel bad for something I really don't give a fuck about.
You're a piece of shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I think we're pretty much.
On that note, I will call it that. So, do your outro.
If you would like, share, subscribe, comment, fucking share, turn your notifications on, like that like button, etc. And Ken, have a good life.
You'd think after 26 times of doing this, he would be able to do it.
21.
Well, we done it in the practice shows.
Oh, that's a fair point.
So
like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shite bag if you didn't.
Hey.
Have a nice time in Dortmund.
Oh well.
Hope you enjoy yourself, Jamie. Bye.